Okay, welcome back to another episode of Carl's Scale Model Showcase. And this is just another progress update on the Wilson Livestock van, AMT's 1/25th scale release. This kit's been around for a while, and those of you that tuned into my previous video on this trailer will know that I'm kit bashing two of those livestock van kits to make a 53-foot Tridem. I know when this kit was released, that was state-of-the-art technology back then, the 40-foot tandem, but I just updated it, and I'm going to put it behind my K100 Cabover there, the blue and white one. So anyways, once again, thanks to all my viewers and subscribers. Appreciate you taking your time to watch my creative model building offerings here. And so yeah, like I said, just a quick update. Trying to get this done and put it together with the tractor. That's going to be a really sweet video. So, but anyway, so I'll just move in a little bit closer here. This is what the Tridem is looking like right now. I did, like I said, an update previous to this, and just bear with me. I'm going to take the Tridem off there. And this is just all for test fitting purposes. So I got one wheel on there. I'm going to keep that on there. Those metal axles in there, everything's okay that way. So anyways, yeah, this is just the Tridem, and what I did was I painted those spoke wheels in the same blue as the tractor. Those of you that watched the K100 video realize that I said I had some paint issues, and when you look in the right light there, you see this really bad, it's kind of like an orange peel or some kind of a reaction. Unfortunately, again, I won't name the paint brand or manufacturer, but I will not use their products again. And if you even look at the paint on the K100 the wrong way, it's going to want to flake off. So, but anyways, for just, having fun, not really like super detailing anything, brake lines, air lines, same thing obviously, but we did the spoke wheels. Here we go. We used those really large Goodyear tires. I don't think they're offering them anymore. When I first saw them, I was like, they're comparable to Italeri 1/24 scale Michelin, those nice rubber Michelins they offer in the Italeri kits. But anyways, like I said, I painted the wheel suspension to match. I thought, okay, I would, sorry about that here. There we go. I would maybe put a set of aluminum Alcoas on here, 10 holes, like I have on my 53-foot Tridem Highboy. That's on my Kenworth W900. But I just thought, I don't have a whole lot invested into these two kits. I mean, other than, of course, my time, but I wasn't, if the K100 had like just perfect paint, I probably would have went a little further into this trailer. But anyway, the end result, we're going to have a 53-foot kind of modern day with spring suspension Cataliner, and it's going to look pretty good hooked behind that Cabover. So one of my viewers mentioned out there that, hey, farmers always took the springs because they lasted longer, because I had said how, whichever livestock's riding in there is going to have a bit of a rough ride. But anyways, he's right. And the spring suspension, it turned out pretty nice. It's a very square and true, evenly spaced Tridem axle. And here I'm just gonna kind of go like this. Oops. Move this a little bit closer, and then I'll put this back on here. So this is all a mock-up. There's some guide pins here. I'm just gonna make sure I got it on there. Okay, there. So, and that runs about, it runs back a little bit because it ties into the back bumper and taillight assembly. So that's all been measured out. You guys still see that okay? Here, I'm just gonna go like this. So that's all been measured out. If you just take the bumper and light assembly, put it in place, this moves. I just butt it up against the back there, and then take the bumper away. And then, like I was saying, there's a lot of modifications. It's not that cut and dry, no pun intended, to make a 53-foot trailer out of this, because of the way that it's got the belly drop and the floor and everything, the panels. It's not like just taking a bead side panel or a post panel and extending it, making it longer, shorter, whatever you want to do. Shorter, obviously easier, because you don't have to deal with hiding seams and whatnot. But you know, so right now you can see, I'm not going to get too into detail, but there is a little seam right there, and that's going to disappear. The rest of it, you know, I mean, if you can see the seams, good eye on you. If not, that's the whole idea, right? And I mean, obviously I'm going to do the bottom up real nice, but regardless, I'm not going to you know, it's not going to be perfect by no means. So anyway, so there's these little, I'm just going to stop right there. Okay, these little panels, skirt panels here, right? These have been actually cut off and then shortened here, right? They've been shortened there, and I'll try and, there we go. And you can kind of see the lines. That's all going to disappear too once it gets its final paint job. So those, when I did a dry run with the 5th wheel plate where it is and the kingpin, I noticed that with the mud flaps on the K100, they were right here actually. And you know, the landing gear for this trailer goes right in here, but the mud flaps were basically right to the beginning of the apron there. So I was just like, well, that's unrealistic. And that's putting the 5th wheel way back towards the back of the tractor on that sliding 5th wheel plate. So it just does not look right. So after doing that, I took some measurements and I shortened these in order to have about maybe the width of my finger there spacing, and you could do a full jackknife this thing with the tractor on there at that point with the mud flaps on the tractor, and you're not going to have any clearance issues at all. So I mean, that right there was you know, not just cutting a trailer and making 2 longer pieces or 2 pieces to make it longer. So there's that little piece. The floor is multi-piece. It's all had to been pieced together here. The back here where the suspension is, that part of the floor. See, now you can see this gap pretty good. That's going to be gone. There's another piece right here. I think all said and done with the roof and the floor and the sides and everything, it's 20 individual pieces. Actually, these 2 aprons right here by the rear wheels, now I think it's actually here, I'm gonna just try and get a better focus in here. I think it's 22 pieces now. So and incidentally, this nice chrome hub right there, that's I was at a fabric store, and I was actually looking for like baby moon covers, and I found that perfect size thumbtack. It's a little bubbly, but still it's got a very nice chrome finish. and it's perfect size for like a hub cover. So anyways, as I mentioned in the other update, this came off and had to be cut quite shorter actually, but now you got a really nice gap between the wheel and the apron, and then you're going to have the same gap with the tire on, and the mud flap back here. It's actually going to it's going to work out quite well there. So oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, what I'm going to do is, because it doesn't work to flip it over with the suspension, it's just going to fall off and it's not going to be that good. So I'm just going to brush this off here and quickly show you guys, kind of hold the camera steady here. So we've got this 53-foot cattle liner now. You can see a bit of my seam right here. It's almost done, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that rivet detail. I looked at some stuff from Archer and Micromark. That was part of my, just hang on here, there we go. This white line here was my scriber, just to get that gap. There is actually a gap there. Might be a little wide at this point, but still, from a little bit of glue residue and whatnot, just to get that gap nice. Once it's all primed and then finally painted, it's gonna play the part really well. Just hang on a second here. You know, I'm just gonna give a shot like this. So basically, right, have a nice uniform where the vertical posts are, and then the ones that have a little bit of an angle to them and whatnot, you know, and to get the roof on there nice and everything like that. And see the roof? I mean, right? There's obviously a break in there. It's a very subtle one though, and like I said, the final product, it should, I won't be satisfied until it's perfectly, you know, unnoticeable to anybody for that matter. Like I was saying, you know, it's just gonna look good on the K100. There's my little seam right there. She's gonna be gone. So, and even at this angle here, right, she's gonna be nice and smooth. So anyways, I do have, and here before I go, I just wanted to show this real quick. I've been working on a set of, I've got 10 actual Alcoas here with that nice trailer hub, and the little chrome covers on there. That looks good. The lower tire here, the Goodyear, is actually what you used to get when I was a kid. Way back in the 70s, you'd get that tire, Goodyear, see, for pretty much every truck and trailer kit that AMT was putting out. Excuse me. There's that huge tire that they came out with for a little while, but I don't think they give that out too much anymore. They're doing some Firestone tires here that they've done before, obviously, but the Firestones look better. Here, let me just try and hold this still, so you can see how much bigger that is. How about I just go like that? And the diameter is, anyway, it's a lot. There's some more pieces we're working with. And then, like I said, I was on kind of a wheel binge there, so I figured I'd start getting these 10 Alcoas ready anyway for a Super B project that's coming, Super B decks, to go maybe parked right beside my Super B tanker on my Peterbilt 352. But anyways, like I said, I want to give an update. I'm going to be posting a feature on one of my all-time favorite race cars. It was more of an exhibition car, but it was just a deadly badass race car. Yeah, I'm going to be posting that up here coming up. And just once again, thanks for all the for all the comments and all your feedback. Of course, taking the time to watch my videos, likes, subscribes, all that. I can't say enough how much I appreciate it. So until next time, keep on building those models.